Welcome to the Arkansas Food Farms and Forests podcast, the podcast bringing you the latest on food, fiber, and forestry research from the Arkansas Agricultural Experiment Station, the research arm of the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture. Welcome to Food Farms and Forests. I'm your host, Nick Kordsmeyer, and today we're sharing the audio version of our newsletter, the May 2025 Arkansas Ag Research Report. In this edition, fruit breeding team discovers world's first genetic blackberry markers for plant breeders. Norsworthy honored by Weed Science Society of America for herbicide resistance work. New research faculty aim to support Arkansas's rice industry. In memoriam, animal science researcher Charles Maxwell had global impact. Solar power systems impact less than 1% of Arkansas's ag land. And dog owners willing to pay more for food labeled for certain health attributes. First, the big news. Research team homes in on genetics behind blackberry thorns. A team of researchers led by Margaret Worthington, director of the Arkansas Fruit Breeding Program, have discovered the genetic region responsible for developing thorns in blackberries. Worthington's team published the study in the G3 Genes Genomes Genetics Journal, offering the world's first diagnostic markers developed for fresh market and processing blackberries. Thornless blackberry varieties are the preferred option in the U.S. market. The discovery will allow plant breeders to increase genetic variation and speed up development of new thornless varieties. To learn more about this story or any of the stories in the Arkansas Ag Research Report, please check out the links in our show notes or visit our website at aaes.uada.edu/news. Top notch. Jason Norsworthy honored by Weed Science Society of America. Distinguished Professor Jason Norsworthy, the Elms Farming Chair of Weed Science in the Crop, Soil, and Environmental Sciences Department, received the U.S. Herbicide Resistance Action Committee's Herbicide Resistance Management Award from the Weed Science Society of America. Herbicide-resistant weeds are among row crop agriculture's most problematic and expensive management issues, and Norsworthy has dedicated a nearly 30-year career to weed management. New faces. Justin Klepechka served as county extension agent before doctoral studies. Justin Klepechka's new role as assistant professor of agronomy comes with an office just about 35 miles from where he grew up, a return home he sees as an opportunity to give back to his community. Based at the Northeast Rice Research and Extension Center, Klepechka will continue his close connection to farming by conducting research and offering guidance to rice and row crop farmers. Christina Alacoco to join Agricultural Economics and Agribusiness Department. Christina Alacoco looks forward to zeroing in on the Arkansas rice industry come this fall as an assistant professor in the Agricultural Economics and Agribusiness Department. She is set to earn her doctorate in agricultural economics from Kansas State University this summer. Alacoco is no stranger to Fayetteville, though, having earned both a master's degree in agricultural economics and a bachelor's degree in biology from the University of Arkansas. In memoriam. Charles Maxwell had global reputation for research and student engagement. With a global reputation for his work in swine nutrition and management and his unparalleled ability to engage students, Charles Maxwell was a professor with a fan club. Maxwell, professor of animal science, dedicated nearly 6 decades to his work. He passed away May 12th, aged 83. Research spotlights. Study on rice lab mills shows differences in yield based on several factors. Griffith Zatungalu, a professor and agricultural engineer, recently published a study in the Cereals and Grains Association journal, Cereal Chemistry, with members of his rice processing research team that offers information to help optimize lab methods for rice milling. Samuel Olaoni, a doctoral research student in the Food Science Department, was lead author of the study under Atungalu's advisement. The study showed there can be significant differences in milling yield and whiteness index between lab mills based on the moisture content of the rice and the cultivar of rice that was milled. Soil fertility research publication tracks results of soil testing samples from across the state. Each year, the Arkansas Agricultural Experiment Station publishes the Wayne E. Saby Arkansas Soil Fertility Studies. The latest edition includes investigations into the effects of fertilization on row crops, blackberries, forage and soil, plant tissue nutrient testing, and perceptions of stakeholders when it comes to the state's public soil testing program. Solar power system installations impact less than 1% of Arkansas's ag land. Solar energy production is increasingly being used to meet both energy needs and zero net emissions goals within the United States. Arkansas is following this trend with several utility-scale solar energy production systems built in 2023 and 2024, with more scheduled to come online in the coming years. With the Arkansas economy more reliant on agriculture compared to the nation and surrounding states, diversion of agricultural land to other uses draws producer and consumer interest, said Mike Popp, Harold F. Ohlendorf Professor of Agricultural Economics and Agribusiness, and co-author of a recently released report titled Agricultural Land Footprint of Solar Photovoltaic Installations in Arkansas. Large-scale solar power arrays occupy about 0.2% of the 13.7 million acres of agricultural land in Arkansas, according to the report. Dog owners willing to pay more for food labeled for certain health attributes. As pets become more and more part of the family, and owners prove more willing to pay a premium for foods labeled to address pet health, a new study explores which pet health concerns bring the highest prices. The study, published in the Journal of Agricultural and Applied Economics, was co-authored by Andrew Anderson, an assistant professor in the Agricultural Economics and Agribusiness Department. Pets have gone from being in the doghouse to being a member of the family, so when it comes to the diet of the pet, that's a big way in which that bond manifests, Anderson said. Watch. Trent Roberts, Optimizing Soil Fertility. Trent Roberts may not develop new crop varieties, but he helps them thrive. Roberts, a professor of soil fertility and soil testing, aims to increase crop yields, improve fertilizer use efficiency, and boost farm profitability and resilience. For Roberts, it all goes back to serving Arkansas farmers. The research that we're able to do in Arkansas, I think, is cutting edge, he said. Hot off the press. International Rice Baseline Report 2024 through 2034. The International Rice Baseline Report, prepared by researchers in the Agricultural Economics and Agribusiness Department, provides a 10-year outlook on global rice production and consumption. This year's edition projects that global rice consumption will exceed production in the coming decade, and projected increases in production will be due almost exclusively to productivity gains. This report plays a behind-the-scenes role in the development of ag policy. To dig deeper into any of these stories, please check out the links in our show notes or visit our news website at aaes.uada.edu/news. Thanks for listening to Food, Farms, and Forests. Until next time, I'm your host, Nick Kordsmeyer. The Arkansas Food, Farms, and Forests podcast is produced by the Arkansas Agricultural Experiment Station, the research arm of the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture. Visit aaes.uada.edu for more information.